Good morning, Junior 5. How are you? Today we will study the circumference of the circle. What is the circumference of the circle? At the first, let's remember what is the circle. The circle is a closed curved shape. Okay, it's a closed curved shape and center point. Has a center point. Okay, and it has a diameter. A diameter is a line segment reached between 2 points on a circle cross the center. Okay, so AB is a diameter of the circle, and we take before the radius of the circle. The radius of the circle is a line segment joined between the center of the circle and any point on the circle. Okay, and we also took the chord of the circle, and we said that the chord of the circle is a line segment joined between 2 points on a circle, not cross the roads. Okay, but AB is a diameter and it's a longest chord in the circle. Okay, and we know that d is the diameter d is the diameter equal to r, to radius. Diameter equals to radius, and r for radius, d for diameter and r for radius. Okay, today we will study the circumference of the circle. The circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is the length of the curved line that represents the circle. It means that the circumference is the is the length of the red line. Is the length of the red line. It means the perimeter of the circle. But in the circle, we don't say perimeter, it's a circumference. Okay, circumference, not perimeter, but the two are same. So the circumference of the circle is the length of the curved line that represents the circle. Okay, let's take the circumference and the rules of the circle. Circumference of the circle equals, what is this? It's pi. It's pi. Okay, pi times diameter. The circumference of the circle equals pi times diameter. Circumference of the circle equals pi times diameter. This is the rule for circumference of the circle. Okay, pi times diameter. But we will represent circumference of the circle by c. We will represent circumference of the circle by c. Okay, and the diameter by d. And we know that d equal to r. D equal to r. So we can remove d and put 2r. We can remove d and put 2r. The two rules are the same, but we use the first one if he give me the diameter. We use the first one if he give me the diameter. If he give me the diameter of the circle, I will use this rule. Circumference equal by d. Circumference equal by d, or by times d. Okay? But if he give me the radius of the circle, I will use the second rule. Circumference equal by times 2r. Circumference equal by times 2r. So I have two rules for the circumference of the circle. One according to its diameter, and the second is according to its radius. If he give you the diameter, you will use the first one. If he give you the radius, you will use the second one. Okay, and we can write it as 2 by r. We can write this rule as 2 by r, and we also can write this rule, the first rule, as by d. We can write it as by d without multiplying. Okay, so I have two rules. The first one according to its diameter, the second one according to its radius. If he give you the diameter, you will use by d. If you give you the radius, you will use 2 by r. 2 pi r. 2 times pi times r. Okay, and we must know that pi is a constant. Pi is a constant. Okay, pi doesn't change. Okay, it's a constant value. It's approximately equal 3.14 or 22 by 7. He gave it you in the problem. Okay, he gave it to you in the problem. Maybe he say that pi equal 3.14, or maybe he say that pi equal 22 divide 7. Okay, junior 5. So again, the circumference of the circle equal by d. The circumference of the circle equal by d. And we know that that the diameter equal 2r. So I can write the circumference of the circle by two rules, according to its diameter and according to its radius. According to its diameter, it will be equal by d. By d. According to its radius, it will be equal 2 by r. 2 by r. 2r equal d. Okay, 2r equal d. And he will give you by in the problem. Maybe he give me by as 3.14 or 22 over 7. Okay, let's see the rules of the circumference of the circle. What is the rules of the circumference? If I want the circumference of the circle, I will draw the magic triangle. Circumference equal by times d. Okay? If I want circumference, it will be equal by times d. But if I want to buy, it will be equal what? By will be equal, start from the top of the triangle. Start from the top. If you want to buy, it will be equal C divided D. Circumference divided diameter. Circumference divided diameter. If you want the diameter, it will be equal what? It will be equal circumference divided by, and you will use your calculator. Okay? The second, by using the radius, in here by using the diameter, but in here I will use the rules by using the radius of the circle. If I want the circumference, it will be equal what? Yes, excellent. It will be equal 2 pi times r. 2 pi times r. But if I want pi, it will be equal c divided 2r. C divided 2 times r. C divided 2r, or 2 times r. There is a hidden multiply, okay, between 2 and r. Now, if I want the radius length, I will make what? I will make circumference divided by 2 pi. Okay, circumference divided 2 times pi. And you will use your calculator. Okay, let's see some exercise. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. Choose the correct answer. Okay, the first one, he asks you, what is the circumference of a circle? The circumference of a circle, he wants the rule, and I have two rules. I have what? I have two rules. Circumference equal by d, or circumference equal 2 by r. Okay, this is true and this is also true. This is according to its diameter and this is according to its radius. Okay, so he wants the circumference of a circle. Search about the first or the second. It's 2 by r. Yes, I have 2 by r. It's by r. No, it's wrong. It's 4 by r. No, it's wrong. It's 2 by d. No. The circumference of the circle equal by d without 2. So the correct one will be 2 by r. The first one, 2 by r. Okay? Let's see the second one. The circumference of the circle with diameter of length 7. He wants what? He wants the circumference of the circle. The circumference of the circle with diameter. So I will write the rule of The circumference of the circle according to its diameter, it's the first one, okay? It's the first one. Pi times d. And he gave me the value of pi equal 22 over 7. He gave me the value of pi and he gave me that it's 22 over 7, okay? So I will write this rule. Pi times d. Pi will be equal what? Pi will be equal, okay, by, I'm sorry, the circumference, by 22, and here I will write 22 divide 7 times what? Times d. D equal 7. By using your calculator or without, you will cancel 7 up with 7 down, and you will choose 22. Number C, the diameter length of the circle whose radius length 4 centimeter. The diameter length of the circle, he want what? He want the diameter length of the circle whose radius is 4. And we know that. We know that what? We know that radius equal to r. Diameter equal to r. The diameter equal to r. So in here, the radius equal 4, so the diameter will be equal 2 times 4 equal 8, okay? If the circumference of a circle is 44, the circumference of the circle equal 44, okay? Then its diameter length will be equal what? Its diameter length will be equal what? So I want the rule of the diameter length. Diameter length will be equal what? Yes, excellent. Circumference divided by circumference divided by. It will be equal what? He wants the diameter, so I will divide the circumference 44 divided by 22 over 7. By using your calculator, you will get 14 centimeters. So you will choose 14 centimeters, okay? The second one, the circumference of a circle divided by r. The circumference of the circle, it's divided, okay? It's divided. The circumference of a circle divided by r. Circumference equal what? Circumference equal what? The circumference equal 2 by r, and he wants circumference divided r. So by using your equation, your lesson of equation, okay, you will divide by r. In here, divide by r, you will cancel r with r, and in here you will divide by r. Circumference divided r, it will be equal what? Yes, it's be equal to pi. It will be equal to pi, okay, by using equation. Twice the circumference of the circle with radius r. Twice the circumference of a circle. What is the meaning of twice? Twice means 2 times circumference. Twice means 2 times circumference. 2 times circumference, I know that the circumference will be equal 2 by r. 2 by r times 2, it will be equal 2 times 2 equal 4 by r. 4 by r, okay? Pi equal what? Circumference divided r, or circumference divided 2r, or 2 circumference divided r, or circumference divided 3r. Okay, what is the rule of pi? Yes, what is the rule? Yes, excellent. The rule is circumference divided 2r. From where? I know that circumference equal 2 by r. If you want to buy alone, divided by anything without it, 2r. So you will take 2r to the second side by the inverse sign. In here, it's 2 times by times r. So I will take 2 times by times r to the other side by divide. So the rule will be equal circumference divided 2r. Circumference divided 2r. Which one? Yes, it's the second one. Circumference divided 2r. H. If half the circumference of a circle is 25.12, the half of the circumference equal 25.12. Then the length of its radius equal what? Then the radius equal what? So I will write the rule of the radius. Radius equal what? The radius will be equal circumference divided 2 by. You must memorize the rules. You must memorize the rules, okay? Radius equals circumference divided 2 by. By using your calculator, the circumference equal what? 25.12. No, miss, it's the half. It's the half of the circumference. So the circumference will be equal this number times 2. This number times 2. Why? Because it's the half of the circumference. But the rule is the circumference, the whole circumference, not the half. Okay, be careful. Circumference is equal 50.24 divided what? 2 times pi. Pi equal what? He gave me the pi equal 3.14. So I will write 3.14. Don't use 22 over 7, okay? Be careful. If he give you pi equal 3.14, you must use it with this value. If he give you pi equal 22 over 7, you must use the value, okay? So by using your calculator, 50.24 divided by 2 times 3.14, it will be equal what? Yes, it will be equal 8 centimeter, okay? If the radius length of a circle is 20, if the radius length of a circle is 20, then the circumference equal what? The radius length. So this is the radius length. So I will use the circumference according to the radius. Circumference equal 2 by r. Miss, he didn't give me the value of pi. Yes. And the choice with pi, not with the value of pi, okay? You will write pi as it, okay? 2 times pi times r. I didn't have the value of pi, but I have the value of r. The value of r equal 20. So 2 times pi times 20, it will be equal 40 times pi. 40 times pi. So I will choose this choice. Okay, 40 pi. 40 pi means 40 times pi. The second question. Find each circumference to nearest whole number. Okay? To nearest whole number, and he give me the value of pi. It's equal 3.40. And he give me the diameter. So I will use the circumference according to its diameter. I will write the rule. C equal pi times d. C will be equal pi equal 5 times d equal 3.14. You can use your calculator, okay, and you can make it by you might. 5 times 4 equals 20, 0 and carry 2. 5 times 1 equal 5, and 2, it's 7, put point. 5 times 3 is 50. He want it to the nearest whole number, So I will ask 7, are you rich or poor? No, I'm poor, I'm rich. So I will give 5, 1. So it will be equal approximately equals 16 centimeter. Okay, be careful. Per circumference like per meter, it will be equal centimeter, not centimeter square. Okay, in here he give me the radius by millimeter. Okay, and he give me the radius, so I will write the rule of the circumference according to the rule. Circumference will be equal to by r. It will be equal to times 3.14 times 25. It will be equal what? You can use your calculator. Okay, 2 times 3.14, it will be equal 2.6 times 25. Okay, use your calculator and get the result. Find each circumference to the nearest whole number again, but in here he give me pi with 22 over 7. Be careful, the value of pi in here 22 over 7. Okay, he give me the diameter of the circle and the radius of the circle. So the first one, I will write the rule according to the diameter. Circumference equal by d. It will be equal 22 divide 7 times d. D equal what? Yes, d equal 7. By using your calculator or cancel 7 with 7, it will be equal 22 centimeter. In here he give me the radius, so I will write the rule of the radius. Circumference equal 2 by r. It will be equal 2 times 22 over 7 times r equal what? Yes, r equal 14. It will be equal, divided 7 equal 1, divided 7 equal 2, 2 times 2 equals 4, 4 times 22 equal 88 centimeter. Okay, 88 centimeter. Okay, be careful with the rule. In here I use the rule of diameter, and in here I use the rule of the radius. A circle of a circumference equal 66. The circumference of a circle equals 66. The circumference C equal 66 centimeter. Find the length of its diameter. Find the length of its diameter. So I will write the rule of the diameter. Diameter equal circumference divided by. Diameter will be equal circumference equal 66 divided by equal 22 divided 7. By using your calculator, you will get what? I will do it without calculator. Okay, 66 divided will be multiply and make upside down. 22 divided 22 equal 1. 66 divided 22 equal 3. 3 times 7 equals 21. So the result in here will be equal 21 centimeter. You can use your calculator. Okay, the last one. Calculate the perimeter of the opposite figure. Calculate the perimeter of the opposite figure. What is the meaning of perimeter? Perimeter is the outline. Okay, is the outline of the shape. The outline of the shape. In here he gave me, this is like triangle. Okay, it's like triangle. It's a 10 centimeter, and this is 10 centimeter also. Okay, and this is a diameter of a circle 2.5, and this is a diameter of a circle 2.5. If you take this half of the circle with this half of the circle, if you take the half of the circle with the half of the circle, you will get one circle, half and half equal one circle with diameter 2.1, with diameter 2.1, and you have the two sides, this side plus this side equals 10 centimeter. Okay, and the perimeter of the figure is the length of the outline, the length of the outline. I want the length of these sides equal 10 with this curve, it's a half of circumference, and this line it's 10 plus this line it's a curve. Okay, so I want circumference plus 10 plus 10. Okay, the circumference will be equal what? Circumference will be equal 2 by r. Okay, or circumference will be equal by d. In here he give me the diameter, so I will use this rule. So I will write circumference will be equal pi equal 22 divided 7, pi equal 22 divided 7 times d equal 2.1. Okay, so the circumference will be equal 6.6 centimeter. Okay, and the whole perimeter of the figure, the whole perimeter of the figure will be equal 6.6 plus this side equal 10 and this side equal 10. So perimeter of the figure will be equal 6.6 plus 10 plus 10, it will be equal 26.6 centimeter. Okay, this is the circumference of the circle. I hope all of you understand. Thank you. See you in the next time.